I promise you, if you stop eating refined carbs and all the bullshit and the things that have paragraphs of ingredients that are trying to kill you, and you just go single source ingredient foods, meat, vegetables, sweet potatoes, rice, you won't even have to track. Your body will naturally feed itself. You will naturally start to lose weight, and you will start feeling better, operating better in the training, and sleeping better. Welcome back to the show, the video, the podcast, wherever you're looking at. If you're on Spotify, I appreciate you watching the video. My guys look really hard to get us all done and loaded. Anyways, so what I want to talk about today is the Agoge phases. A lot of guys hit me up and they're like, I want this and I want that. The reality is phase one is we have to master ourselves. If you can't lead yourself, you can't lead your family, you can't lead your team. All right. And what we did was we have broken those things in as like, what does a man need to do to master himself? Well, the first and foremost, we believe fitness and health is the bedrock for everything. Absolutely everything. It is a gateway drug to discipline. It is a gateway drug to having the mindset. And it is a gateway drug to having a rock solid why. All right, because this right here is longevity. This right here is setting the example. This right here is creating something to where I have to go do this thing. I got to go do this workout that is not going to give me instant gratification. It is an investment of compounding interest over a long period of time. And the reality is the world wants you fat and sick and dependent. So when your health gets in order and your fitness gets in order, that makes you an actual rebel. And it's wild that in 2024, if you want to be fit and you want to be healthy, you're an actual problem. The second thing being discipline. Creating discipline. A man should be disciplined. What does that mean? He's disciplined with his finances. He's disciplined. He can restrict himself. He can abstain from things. He has discipline in his life. This helps him in his relationship. It helps him within his business. It helps him in his finances. It helps him set the example for his kids. Okay, the third thing being mindset. Mindset is, it goes back to discipline, but it goes back to also being just tough. Having tough, but also removing the number one thing that holds people back is their limiting beliefs. This is where your belief comes in. This is where removing limiting beliefs. And the fourth one being your why, which is the anchor into it all. Why do we get out of bed? Why do we strive? Why do we endure struggle? Why do we restrict ourselves? It's the why behind it all. And for me, I don't know about you, but after the thousands of men that I've worked with, their why is their wife and their kids. It's their tribe. I want to be a better man. I can't even tell you how many thousands of men I've got on my phone that say, why do I do what I want to do? Or why do I want to join the Agoge? Or why do I want to become better? Because I want to be the best husband and father that I can be. And the reason why that matters is this. If you come and say, Nick, I just want to get ripped and look good naked. Well, that's not going to get you out of the bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. When your hot wife is laying there under the covers and you're nice and cozy and it's 30 degrees in the garage and I'm telling you, you got to go do 200 burpees for time or whatever crazy thing that I decided, that doesn't sound so good. But when it's like, I have to go set the example, I got to go look a certain way so that my son doesn't look at me as the fat guy that can't even get on the ground and play with him or run around in the yard. When it's like, I want to have abs in my 40s and 50s. And when your kids look at you and be like, I want to be like my dad, that's going to get you out of bed in the morning. Or not dying from cardiovascular incident or dying from obesity, right? Because I actually want to be around for my family. I want to be around for my kids. I want to be around for my grandkids because for me as a man, it is my duty to be there for them. Because the reality is my kids, as they grow older into their 40s and 50s, they're going to need me. Just like I need someone, right? Your grandkids need you. So that's the breakdown of phase one. There's phase two is like lead your family. Well, I can't lead my family if I can't lead myself. So the first things first is master yourself. And that's what I want to talk about real quick. I want to talk about your fitness and health. The first one being training. Now, this doesn't have to be some crazy CrossFit military special operations training program. This is just consistent training. Something. If you got 10 minutes, swing a kettlebell for 10 reps on the minute, every minute for 10 minutes. Do something. Do 100 burpees a day. The point of this is to build consistency. Yes, should you get on a training plan that has some thought process based on your goals, whatever that is, maybe it's to lose weight, maybe it is to run a Spartan race, participate in the Agoge Crucible. I don't know. Do the Squire program with your son. I don't know, whatever your goal is. If you're overweight, the first thing should be to get your weight down. All right. So there's a specific training program for that. But whatever it is, there's a million. You can use us, you can use somebody else. But the point is to train your body. What happens when you start training is your hormones are going to start feeling better. Your fat's going to go down. Your dopamine's going to go up. You're going to get oxytocin to where you're going to feel good. This is the reason why if you start training for 3 weeks, if you're consistent for 3 weeks, not even 3 weeks, but let's just say 3 weeks, at the 3-week mark, you go look in the mirror and you go, dang, I look good. No, you don't. You don't look any different, but you feel better based off of your mind. You start having this, you have a better self-esteem. You start seeing yourself different in the mirror. You start feeling better. And all that is dopamine hitting your system to make you feel better. And it's a positive snowball effect. So train consistently. This is the whole part of this right here. All right. And then we've got this one down here. This is your hormones. Or if you're over 30, testosterone replacement therapy. Men, get your blood checked. And I hear it all the time. Oh, it's bad. It's going to all these bad, side effects. I'm not talking about anabolic steroids. I'm talking about doing a 28 panel blood test, regardless whether you get on TRT or not, to know what's happening in your body. We have saved so many lives because of this blood test at Core Medical, but every single man from the age of 18 on should be getting a 28 panel blood test to know what their hormones are doing. Not the 5 things about your cholesterol and your triglycerides. What is happening in your body? Let's get your hormones figured out. If you're over 30, your hormones are in decline. Now you add bad lifestyle, you add bad food, you add trauma, you add damage to your gonads, damage to your brain, you have type 1 or type 2 hypergonadism. Now we're in a shit sandwich that we need to probably get on TRT. Or if you're just over 30 and you're naturally declining. People say, well, you should go to the gym first before you do that. I agree. I totally agree. But what happens when you have somebody that, like me at 30 years old, post special operations, has a testosterone level of 91? I didn't feel like doing anything. I wanted to kill myself. I attempted to kill myself. And then all of a sudden I get a blood test and I realize that, oh, no wonder I feel like crap. I have a 91 testosterone when I should be somewhere in the range of 750 to 1100, depending on my own body. I operate better over 1,000. Under 1,000, I don't feel quite as good. Over 1,000, I feel perfect, normal, energized, ready to go. So this is another part of this. If you have the training locked in, you have this part locked in, and you don't have this part locked in, you're leaving opportunity on the table. You're leaving your best self on the table. So this is crucial, absolutely crucial. What comes first, the chicken or the egg? If a guy can't get motivated and he does go train he goes train 1 day, but he's sore for 3 weeks, well, that doesn't build the consistency that I'm trying to build, right? So get the blood test. There's a link below, or you can DM me on any social media, Core, and I'll send you a link for a blood test. I'll send you my man Kyle Mann, who you guys probably have seen on other videos. And then the last one being is your nutrition, your food. Now I'm gonna make this really simple. Yes, we can get really complicated with your TDEE, your BMR, which is like your expenditure, your basal metabolic rate, which is basically if you lay on the floor, what it takes your body to burn. I'm gonna make it even more simple than this. We're gonna eat real food. That means a whole food diet, okay? What that means is if it has ingredients, you don't eat it. You don't eat it. If it's got a pack of ingredients, if you buy something in a package and it's got a pack of ingredients, you don't buy it. You don't eat it. So let's just eat meat. Let's eat vegetables. Let's eat real food. My breakfast consists of bacon and eggs from my hen house. That's it. I go protein first thing in the morning. That's it. Protein first thing in the morning, or I fast. And then we get into the carbohydrates based off my training. If I go to jiu-jitsu, I'll go do 30 grams of carbs, banana, something like that. Whole food, real things. All right. Every once in a while, if I do liquid carbs, I'll do like a BPN, go one more or something like that. But nonetheless, whole food, real food right here. Okay. I promise you, if you stop eating refined carbs and all the bullshit and the things that have paragraphs of ingredients that are trying to kill you, and you just go single source ingredient foods, meat, vegetables, sweet potatoes, rice, you won't even have to track. Your body will naturally feed itself. You will naturally start to lose weight, and you will start feeling better, operating better in the training, and sleeping better. Gentlemen, if you want to get your fitness in order, these are the 3 things that need to happen. Cut out the junk and the alcohol. It's not a macro class, but this is going to be, real quick. There's really 4 macronutrients. The top 3 that everybody talks about, your carbs, your fats, and your proteins. High on proteins, good amount of healthy fats, okay? And then carbohydrates based on what you need them. But the reality is you can't get 200, 300 grams of carbs eating vegetables. Eat them all. Eat all the vegetables you want. You're not going to hurt anything. Fruit, good. Eat it. Don't buy all the hype, okay? But if you really want to you can eat a lot of food and still lose weight and feel amazing. So that's it. So eat a whole food diet, train, do something, move your body, walk, do something every single day, and check your hormones. If you do those 3 things, you will master this portion right here, your fitness and health. And it really, ladies and gentlemen, it really is not that complicated, all right? But this is where you have to start right here, and this is the way that you need to look at it. This creates the whole picture. This, without this, not gonna work. I can't do this and not do this and not do this. I can't do this and not do this. I can't do this and not make sure my hormones. It's all part of the pie, okay? You've got to do all of them, all right? Get your blood tested, either through us and my team, your own doctor or the VA or wherever you're at. Get a training protocol, either through us or somebody, but do something every day, walk every day, and then move your body every day, get in the damn gym, all right? And then eat a whole food diet. Gentlemen, if you guys do those 3 things in the next 3 to 6 months, your body will look completely different. And that is the very first step of mastering yourself and leading yourself, because you cannot lead your family until you can lead yourself. There's a link below to the Agoge. If you need help with this, if you want us, and you want to start getting into the 4 phases of the Agoge, which is master yourself, then master your family, master your finances, and then build your legacy. And that breaks down to a lot more than that. There's a link below. There's also a link below for core. If you need help, reach out to me. I absolutely love you. Remember, we are built by discipline and we are driven by purpose. See you guys in the next video.